Hello there and welcome along to Hive Live Extra, your place for exclusive reaction and analysis following tonight's 1-0 victory over Barnsley here at Vicarage Road. Another 3 points on the board, so back-to-back victories for the Hornets in the Championship. And here with me to talk through the game, I'm joined by the former Hornets defender, Paul Robinson. Yeah, job done. Not just that, clean sheets as well, up to third in the Championship, and it's all looking pretty good.
Yeah, really looking good at the moment. So keep it going. That's all we keep saying, don't we? Is next game comes along, let's keep going for them 3 points that we need to keep getting every week.
We know what Barnsley can do because we saw that at Oakwell, but equally, did they throw a bit more at Watford tonight than we expected, do you think?
Probably not in the final third as much as what we would have expected them to. We knew that they were going to be lively in certain areas and have good control of the ball with Moat and players like that, but they had no real cutting edge, which was really probably a positive for Watford because, like we say, it's at Oakwell they did cause us a lot of problems, but tonight it was all in front of us and we dealt with it really well, and we were resilient. Everything that come at us, we held out really firm and dealt with their difficulties really well.
Just the one goal in the end from 12 yards out, the captain Troy Deeney doing what he does well, but really could have had 2 or 3, couldn't we?
Yeah, we could have. Again, some great deliveries into the box, some good movement, and I think it's the most I've seen a number of bodies for us getting forward, and that's what I like about this team now, is that the fullbacks are joining in, the wingers are going in as verted wingers as well, they're joining with the front two, so there's loads of positives and loads of attacking movement. It's great to watch. And
not only that, still so solid at the back, which is so important.
Yeah, it is, and it's understanding. It looks like the team's got a good understanding now. They know when the players are going forward, what players do I need to sit, so that balances it off when you've got like a Hughes or a Cleverley sitting in there, obviously a Nathan sometimes. That midfield player then's got to be that security parachute in there when the fullbacks do go forward. So there's a real good balance about the team at the moment.
More analysis from Robbo on the way, but time now to get some exclusive reaction here on Hive Live Extra. So we're very pleased to be joined here in the studio by the Hornets goalkeeper, Nathaniel Bachmann. Not bad, hey? 2 appearances, 2 wins, 2 clean sheets. So far, so good.
Yeah, I mean, it's the perfect start, really. That's what you want. That's what we want as a team. Win games and keep clean sheets. That's what we need to get back to where we want to be. And we said before the game on Saturday, we know we've got a good run of games now where we, can kind of start climbing up the table again and pick up as many points as possible.
Yeah. So not much for you to do again tonight. But that's not to say that your own players didn't make sure that you were still alert, still focused.
Yeah, I take these games any day of the week. I've been no safe to make keeping clean sheets, winning games. But yeah, obviously Sarah, was just checking that I'm still there. Yeah, it was a great cross, to be fair. It was really difficult for him. There's not much else he could have done, to be fair. He could have gone anywhere with. He had to get something on it with. I think Woodrow was behind him. So yeah, we got the ball away in the end. That's all that matters. And yeah, that's it.
And you might not have had too many saves to make, but that's not to say you didn't still have stuff to do. I suppose your feet were still kept busy a little bit, passing out from the back. Yeah,
obviously the manager wants us to play from the back and build up play at the back, and so yeah, like you said, I've had quite a few touches again with my feet and a couple of crosses, and like I said, I'll take that any day of the week. The less I have to do, the better. The better sign it is for the team, and that's what we need to win games.
Yeah, and for you, how much credit do you think goes to the back line, those boys playing in front of you?
Yeah, obviously, Will and Sarah have been brilliant. I think Sarah had a difficult start when he first signed, obviously with the language, and came a bit of nowhere. Not many people knew of him, and I think he's been absolutely brilliant. Even from the first day when he came in, I thought he's a very good player. And you can see now why, and obviously Will as well, and all the lads as well that come on. Obviously you see the subs we make, and there's no change in the game. Everybody knows what we want to do, and works hard, and tries to keep the clean sheet, and yeah.
Even though you say there the subs came on, and you're right, they did exactly what they needed to, there does seem to be just a little bit more stability, I suppose, that back line, whether it's been changing personnel or changing system. There's been a lot of tinkering there with different players, hasn't there? But there does seem to be, that stability there now, and those 4 players really recognise what they're doing and how they work together. Yeah,
exactly. Like you say, people know what they're doing. We know what we want to do when we have the ball from the back, and we know what we want to do when we're defending. So I've played 2 games now, and didn't have a great deal to do, especially saving shots, which is obviously great credit to not just the back line but the whole team. And like I said, that's what you need to win championships, and is keeping clean sheets and stop the other team from scoring.
With Barnsley, is that what you expected from them tonight? And do you think that there were lessons learned from the away game that you put right tonight?
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a difficult game because you just need to look at the position in the table they have. Obviously, they're probably overperforming a bit if you compare it to the last few seasons they've had. With bouncing up and down from League One, and last year just about staying up. And they've been on a very good run, and we knew it was going to be a difficult game because they're very energetic. They play very direct and very aggressive, and we had to deal with that. And we've done that. I think we've had a lot of big chances in the first half. It could have been a completely different score at half time, which would have made it a lot easier for us. But we know that league is tough, and we know you need to grind out these results. And like I said, that's what wins you the championships, if you grind these results out and hold on to a dirty 1-0 win.
I suppose as well, psychologically, we've struggled away from home for form, certainly, but you must take so much confidence from having 2 pretty solid back-to-back victories here at Vicarage Road, and hopefully you can get it done away.
Yeah, obviously, your own stadium, it always feels a bit different, even without the fans. Obviously, if we're actually talking the other day, if we had the fans here, it's an extra 10-20% you have, because you feel that bit of pressure, and you get pushed forward, and we can't wait to have everyone back. And but yeah, even without, it just feels like like home, and that's why obviously you don't come to our house and beat us here. So but we'll have to follow that up on Friday now with a game away at a difficult place, and that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, well, it's been a great few days, so long may it continue. Well done.
Thank you.
Well, Robbo, we've said it a fair few times already since Xisco joined the club, but there does seem to be this real good feel-good factor around the place, doesn't it? But away from that, what's he changed on the pitch, do you think?
I think he's given the players a lot more trust and belief within their own performances, not only as individuals but as the team. What we're seeing is the fullbacks getting up higher up the pitch and supporting the wingers, and the strikers are playing together, whereas before in games we'd seen them, they were playing quite far apart. So there's good distances now between each players, and they understand their roles and responsibilities.
Sometimes when you take more risks going forward, though, that can compromise you at the back. But that just doesn't seem to be the case in this team. And I suppose you're right. A lot of that is to do with the fullbacks and the distance that they're covering. Yeah,
and communication. We've seen the players now. A lot of them are demanding off each other, which is great because you need that in a winning team. You need leaders. And we're seeing it from the back players. If there are gaps that are appearing, they'll call an extra midfield player back in just to sit there and protect them.
Stoke City then on Friday night. I mean, it's already been a pretty good few days, but what a week that would be if they can go and get it done up there.
It'd be amazing. I mean, I'm not going to lie, but Stoke's a brutal place to go to, isn't it? With the wind, the rain, and the way that they play their style of football, they're going to be in your face from the word go. So yeah, I would probably say typical Championship football, where Watford now, they've just coming off the back of 2 great wins, take the game to Stoke up there and go and get another 3 points.
Yeah, it's the old cliche, can you do it on a cold, wet, windy night in Stoke? Well, we'll find out on Friday. Christian Cabaselle's been in the studio with us tonight, building up to that game, and at half-time, at full-time, and he said he realises, just how much we do need to address this away form, but you said it there, we're in a great position to do that now on Friday night. They'll have a lot of confidence from these 2 performances.
Definitely, and I think that's what they'll feed off. They'll feed off the confidence now is growing, not getting overconfident, because you can't go to Stoke and be overconfident. You've got to go there with a belief, the same game plan with what they've done over the last 2 games. Take all the positives into the game themselves, and don't be scared of Stoke. Compete. That's the main thing. You've got to go to Stoke and compete, and you've got to deal with what they're going to throw at you and stand up and be counted like they did tonight. They were very resilient.
Well, they're a good side, aren't they? I think at the time of recording, Watford up to third in the Championship table, but Stoke seventh. So I think it's pretty fair to say they'll be there or thereabouts come May as well.
Yeah, they will, and they've improved under Michael O'Neill. He seems to have got his own players in there, his own philosophy now. The players understand the way they want to play, so it builds for a great game.
Certainly so. We're looking forward to it, and you can join us on Hive Live on Friday night. We'll have all the build-up from 7 o'clock, so 45 minutes of wall-to-wall Watford chats, and join us in the usual place, watfordfc.com/Hive Live. But from us, for now, here in the Hive Live studio, we'll say our goodbyes. So nice to see you, Robbo. We'll see you again soon. And enjoy those 3 points. We'll see you on Friday night at the Bet365 Stadium. From all of us here in the Hive Live studio, good night.
Where are you going? Subscribe first.